one chord in, 6 independent channels out, each voice routed to its own instrument automatically. That is what composing without friction feels like. Hello friends, welcome to Novel Simple. I am Dr. Jitendra, the creator of Simple Divisi. Simple Divisi is a MIDI FX plugin that does the entire process instantly in real time every time you play. When you play a chord, Simple Divisi captures all incoming notes within a configurable chord wait window, typically around 50 milliseconds, that hardly noticeable. The engine then sorts those notes by pitch and routes them. The highest voice to channel 1, next to channel 2, and so on. Up to 4 simultaneous top voices across channels 1 to 4 and 2 for the bass clef on channel 5 and channel 6. Everything at or below your bass split key goes straight to channel 5 and channel 6. So your low end is fully independent, and it has 2 modes. In Divisi mode, the 2 low parts distribute freely, and when you switch to octaver mode, when you play a single note, that note goes to channel 5 and the same note goes down an octave lower and goes to channel 6. Instant foundation, no extra playing required. One of the most awesomest things about Simple Divisi is its legato engine. Here is the problem with naive chord splitting and melody playing. When you play a melody through a chord splitter, every new note looks like a new voice. You want to play a melody between A and C, and when you play A and then go to C, instead of playing it in legato, it goes to channel 2. That's a problem. Suddenly your melody is split across 2 different instruments, which is the opposite of what you want. Leg grace fixes this routing. After any note lifts, it opens a short window. You set it typically around 120 milliseconds. If your next note lands within the window, the engine treats it as the same legato voice continuing and keeps it on the same channel. If you play faster or slower than the average, you can adjust the window to match how you play. You can apply leg grace to channel 1 only, which is perfect for a solo melody leading line, or open it to all 6 channels so every voice in your ensemble can transition legato on its own channel independently. But staying on the right channel is only half the job. Your sample library has a legato transition, be it any major sample library that's out there, for Contact, for Sine, or for Opus, or for any other major manufacturer. There is a built-in glide or a crossfade, a bow change, but it only will fire when 2 notes briefly overlap. Simple Divisi does that naturally. Leg overlap adds that overlap deliberately. You dial in the amount to match your specific sample library, and every note-to-note move triggers the transition as the library designer intended. Grace keeps the voice in place, overlap makes it sing. The next step in the journey for a complete orchestration would be transpose. We have channel-specific transpose that will transpose the incoming notes up or down by up to 4 octaves, so you can play your chords freely even on a small keyboard and the notes exactly go to the right octaves for the entire orchestra. Now let's talk about DAW integration. In DAWs like Logic, Simple Divisi loads directly as an audio unit or VST3 plugin into your MIDI FX slot. For Cubase or Studio One, you will be using the VST3 version as an instrument, and you will be receiving from that instrument on the various channels of your sample libraries. For Ableton Live and FL Studio, which usually collapse the internal MIDI channels into channel 1, you can use the included standalone application instead. On Mac OS, it instantly creates a virtual MIDI port called Simple Divisi. So you can open the standalone application and you will see Simple Divisi listed as one of your MIDI devices. And from that you can receive from channel 1 to 6 and set it to various instruments that you want. On Windows, if you want to use it with Ableton Live or FL Studio, you will need a free utility called Loop MIDI or any other virtual MIDI port creation utility. And you can use that virtual port to send out of the standalone application and receive into your specific DAW. We have a more detailed explanation of this guide for specific DAWs in our manual. If you prefer to capture your MIDI while you are playing and drag and drop them in your DAW of choice, that is also possible using the capture and drag MIDI option. And the drag MIDI is not going to drop just one MIDI file, it will drop channel specific MIDI files onto your DAW. As usual, we have a free 14-day trial, no credit card required. You can visit our website novelsimple.com using the link in the description to download your free trial. And as usual, we have a steep discount for the first 200 customers who buy Simple Divisi. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me through the contact page on novelsimple.com. Thanks for watching this video and have a great time making music.